Let's do this thing. Hey, what's up? Welcome to your gym workout. This is a leg workout for beginners or advanced people. You can just up your weight. Easy as peasy. I want your repetitions between 15 and 20. 15 would be perfect. -2, that means I want you to kind of keep 2 in the tank, which means, what does that mean? So that you have a resistance where you hit 15, but you could still maybe do 2 more with good form before it starts to go to shit, where you start compromising, right? And losing that technique, quality over quantity. We're gonna start off with 2 stretches here. We'll get the hamstrings with a runner stretch. We're gonna use a little bench behind me. The key here is to keep your back curved. Don't be doing that shit. Your hamstrings are gonna wanna do that. All right, you might notice that on mine because I just woke up. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning here, but let's get into it. We're gonna do 10 on each side. I'm gonna walk this camera around and then we'll do our lunges and then we'll get right into the workout. So, one foot is closed. I'm gonna put my hands here. My knee touching the back foot. Hands here. Stick that ass out and then try to straighten the legs. Hold it 1 1,000, 2 1,000. That's 1. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. 1, 2. Oh, look at that. My legs starting to straighten out a little bit. Make sure you get 10. Start breathing. Start bringing your intention on the workout. What does that mean? That your focus is right here. Not about what you gotta do today. Not about the jackass that cut you off before you got here. None of that stuff. Be 100% fully engaged in the workout. And you'll get so much more benefits. You'll get where you want to go so much more quickly. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that curve in your back. Don't round your low back. Switch. The best thing about this too is we're also getting your calves. So you start feeling that stretch in this back leg calf. Plant that foot. Get that heel all the way down on the ground. I know you can't see mine. Try to straighten. You can see I'm tight here. This front leg. Hamstrings, guys, are usually notoriously tight if you're driving, you're sitting on your ass, sitting at a desk. And what they do is they curve your back here like that, right? Instead of keeping that curve in your low back, which is that natural spring, just like a spring for your car, right? If you straighten that thing out, that thing's not going to absorb too much shock. Do 5 more here. 1. See this side here, I can feel it. It's tight. So what I'm going to do after this workout is stretch it. Right now though, it's a dynamic stretch. You don't want to hold your stretch, or what they call a static stretch, in the beginning. There's a lot of research that can show you why that's not a good thing. Let's get 1 more. Good. All right, I'm gonna take you over to this side, guys. So let's get the front part of our legs with some lunges. So I'm gonna hit these lunges in 3 planes, right? You always wanna make sure we get 3 planes of movement. A lot of people neglect the frontal and the transverse, which is side and rotation, all right? Start with small steps first. We go 4 on each side. Stay tall, hook on the head, chest up. Don't pour the milk out. What does that mean? That when I step, all right, here's our side step. I'm not caving in. If I had a bowl of milk where my clavicle meets my sternum, it's parallel. It's not pouring out. Here with the rotational step, this knee is straight. Use your hand if you have to. Use a mirror. And then I got my reverse lunge. Okay? Take small steps. This, you might be here. Open it up. Okay, I feel good. Let's go a little bit deeper. If you want, you can take it to a balance. If balance is too hard, then don't do it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm opening up, so I'm going to go a little bit deeper. You go to where you feel a stretch, and every day might be different. Don't push past it. If I'm tight here, I don't want to go here. Unless you want to rip some shit up. Right leg. Start small. See how things feel. A little bit farther. Stay tall. Don't collapse. Book on the head. Right? If we want to throw reaches, we can do that later. But just right now, I want you to stay tall. Right? If you guys want to do more than 30 minutes, then you can add to this. Maybe do a second set, third set. All right, now I got this opened up, right? And this. Little calf stretch here. Pushing against the wall. All right, pick this foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that heel here back on the floor, side to side. Rotation. Oh yeah, feel that ankle open up. Especially when we're doing squats, guys, you gotta have those calves loose. Unless you want to get on your toes and start tearing knees and ankles and shit up. If you do, you crazy. You crazy as hell if you want to tear shit up. Get it off. Side to side rotation. All right. I don't have dumbbells here, guys, but I'm just gonna grab plates. Again, we're looking for 15. All right. Grab dumbbells, a stability ball up against the wall. I'm just gonna grab these two because they're right here. All right. Take my stability ball. Boom, right at my belt line, the apex of the ball at my belt line. I'm a little bit 1 foot out, 1 foot off here with this mat. That's okay. Chest out. Don't pour your milk out. Come down 90. All right, 90. Right here with the dumbbell, with the weight plates. Come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your 15. Keep that core braced, right? A little tightness in your core, your abs are low back. Not so much that it inhibits the breath. Keep your head up. One more. Let's get your meat and taters. All right, so glute bridges. This is called a cook hip lift. Follow the instructions here quick. I'm gonna have one foot pulling into me, just like running, right? One foot goes up, this one goes back. It's just better than a glute bridge with two legs, because if you think about it, when the hell do you push back with two legs? Never, unless you're like a wrestler or something on the ground. So, usually you see people doing this. We're gonna do this. This leg goes forward, this one leg goes, this leg pushes back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many? 15, baby. Keep everything straight, right? This, you don't want your knees doing this. Like that, you're just gonna tear shit up. And like if I said, if you want to tear shit up, you cray. Switch it. Pull this leg in. A lot of times they'll use a tennis ball so that you're like between your leg and your rib cage, so that you got something to kind of push in towards yourself. Again, think of oppositions. One leg goes forward, one leg goes back. Don't leave this leg like loosey-goosey. Pull it in. Good. Ooh, it's getting steamy. Right back to your cha-ching. Let's get this shit. I know it's kind of hard to hear me, guys. I got a fan blowing in here, music. Good. If you need to, guys, and you're starting to turn around or something, pause the video. If you're good, stay with me. If you want to increase it, do 20 reps. Do another set. Squeeze your glute on that bottom leg. Bury that foot into the ground. Right? That's what pushes the pelvis up. I'm not pushing my pelvis up. I'm pushing this leg down into the ground. This leg back into me. A lot of people call these like pelvic lifts or something. No, you don't move your leg by foot. You push your leg back into the ground. Nice. All right, guys. You do step ups, okay? You can either do them with body weight or find your resistance. Again, you want to be careful here, right? That you're not falling all over your place, or your knee or ankle is rolling. Find weights that you can handle. I'll handle these guys right here. I'm just grabbing shit forward and back. Guys, when you step up, don't lean forward. Okay, think about you're putting your head and your shoulders through the roof, through the ceiling. Okay, let's get 15 on each side. Just find a small bench to start off with. Drive that knee up. I want to show you guys. Drive that knee up to the ceiling. It's going to pop you up. It's going to slow you down. It's like putting the brakes on too. Head and shoulders through the ceiling. Good. I love to use steppers for cardio exercise. You can feel your heart just beating, right? And you don't need a cardio machine, hardly any space. You can just use stairs at home, right? Grab a band. I got a light one here. Usually you can find any type of band here. You're gonna step on it. I usually, if I cross it over, we go 4 steps to the right, 4 to the left, 4 times. Stay tall, bend your knees, and push your hips back slightly so you're slightly leaning forward. So we're gonna hit this back side of this glute medius. The back side here of your hip, outer hip, which is super weak in most people. 2, 3, 4, that's 1. I want to step on my shirt here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, pull this back, pull your shoulders back. Palms up. Feet and knees straight. Don't be doing this. Feet and knees straight. Last one. Grab your weights or just your body weight. Okay? Always do your steppers too in front of the mirror. Then you can see if that knee or ankle is rolling. Bury your feet in there. If you want another modification, you can be right here. Right? If you got a high step like I got, you're worried about your balance, drive. Pop that knee up, right? If you want to work on more explosive or cardio, lighter weights or none, hit it fast. of steam, slow down. Last thing I want you to do is be falling out, passed out, laid out on the ground. 5 more. Now, get that out of the way. Get out of my way. Grab your band, second set. Side shuffles. Or to the right. Or to the left. Ooh, I doubled this bad boy up. Stay tall, them shoulders back, palms up. Feet, toes, knees straight. One more. Woo, breathing. Nice. Watch me here, guys. I'm gonna do a modified run. Okay? I got something here I can push with my hands. Okay? So, knee right over the ankle right now. I know the knee can go over here. You do not want it to be going past your toes. Okay? Just think of all the stress back there. Back hip, about 20 degrees behind you, if you have that flexibility. Dig that toe in. I don't know how many clients have trouble flexing that foot. That means your calves are tight as hell. If you're like this and you can't get that toe up there, you might have to stretch those calves more. Book on the head, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, the modified lunge is gonna hurt like hell probably, but it's gonna set you up for proper technique and form later on. Get your 15, switch. All right, back leg, 10 to 20 degrees, 20 degrees being optimal. Take that foot in, book on the head, push up through the ceiling. Make sure you're not walking a tightrope, that there's space between your feet. But if I laid a big battle rope or a rope between your legs, right, your feet are on the outside of it. If it's too easy, put some weight in your hands. All right. Feet straight out. It's called a reverse plank, guys. Put a bend in your knees, especially if your hand. Squeeze your glutes. Weight on your shoulder blades. Come up and hold. Okay? Keep that stomach pulled in a little bit. Don't let it interrupt your breathing. If you can, your feet go out a little bit more. I'm gonna hold it for a minute. Reverse planks better than front planks. Most people are in that front plank or reverse it, right? But that gets the front. We need to get the back, which is usually the weaker part of the body for most people because of sitting and bad posture. If you gotta take a break, take a break. If you're with me, with me. If you want to make it harder, straighter out. Let's get a little bit of side lunge action going here. Grab that stability ball, guys, again. I got this little dinky one. You're gonna probably want a bigger one than this, right? And then I'm gonna sit with wide legs here, and then just shift my weight to one side, shift my weight to the other side. A bigger stability ball, guys, I think I tell this one's harder for me. So it would look like this. Or if you want, and you can, get in this position. A chair, guys, a chair would work good here. There we go. Right? If you're with me and you don't need that chair, then you're right here. Just shifting your weight from one side to the next. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to help open up your flexibility, guys. So when you do those side lunges like we did in the beginning, it'll let you get in there easier, right? Same thing with a modified lunge. It's going to focus on staying tall. Most people are going to be like this, right? When they're doing that, get tall, right? Think of all the weight in my knees and ankles when I'm doing this, right? Constantly, especially if I got weights in my hands. Heavy weights, right? Because we do want to get down to where we do reaches and things like that, because that's normal range, that's normal body movements that you do throughout the day. Good. Reverse plank. Squeeze that glute like you got a $100 bill in your ass and you don't want nobody to get it, right? If your ass is soft and it's not where you're probably gonna, you should feel the gas and a little bit of the low back. If you don't got those glutes squeezed, I can take that $100 bill like nothing, right? Don't let nobody take your $100 bill. Breathe in. Focus on your breath, right? Especially when the shit sucks. You do that, it won't suck so much. Good, come on down. Last little bit, guys. Tabletop, okay? And here, do not tilt back, all right? A lot of times I'll lay literally a stick on the back of my clients to see, and they gotta make sure that that stick is going parallel and it's not tilting or rotating. And then opposite hand up towards the side. Not right in the front, not to the side. Good, 2, 3, 4. Bend the elbows. Hardest thing, most people want to lock their elbows and then they're up here like this. Keep your shoulders and your hips in the same plane, aligned. Right? Get 15 on each side. Switch it. Let that chest drop through. 15, hold it. Good. All right. Now, if you've noticed that you were tight in any of those areas, guys, find those stretches. Woo, hold that static stretch and hold it for at least like 30 seconds. Maybe do 2 sets. That's what I'm gonna do right now with my hamstrings. I knew that they were tight. Most likely your calves are probably tight. That's why calves are usually tight on everybody. If you want, do another set of tabletops that we just did. If not, namaste.